That is un-American to support a dictator.
Ya Mubarak, ya Khassis.
Well, I have a connection with the whole region in the sense that
well, today is continued support for the people of Egypt.
Give me your name first, please.
My name is Samir Saikali, and I'm here to support with others the people of Egypt in their revolt against the dictatorship of Mubarak. And we have also a demand today or a request from the United States government, which has a lot of leverage with the Egyptian military, to ask the Egyptian military to support and protect the people of Egypt. There were also a committee of lawyers and others who came together and drafted together a statement showing, you know, what the various steps should be for the transition from Mubarak to a new government.
You have family?
Yeah.
When did you last talk to them? Today?
Today in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's fine over there. Just it's easy. You're here. We don't want you here. So let's sit down. Why make it like harder for everyone, for you and for the people? Okay. Thank you very much. Stay safe. That's it.
What can we do here?
Just need to support these people over there to give them the feelings everyone is with them, because they don't ask for something impossible. They ask them for the rights, which is, you're the president, we put you there, we want you down. It's easy. Why you make it harder?
Are they aware of the extent of the support around the world?
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah, they do.
Well, I'm supporting them and trying to help publicize them, hook up with the anti-war movement.
Yes, my name is Robert Palmer. I live down in the Rosemont area, and I'm here because I care about our planet and I care about democracy, and I don't want repression. And I think the Egyptian people should have a change for the better. So I'm here to support them.
This is the worst part. I have it on one of my. Oh, it's one. It's the torture part.
Yeah.
The Suleiman was part of the CIA's torture.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're now, of course, they don't want him necessarily as the new VP because he was the whole CIA torture regime.
I hope that the United States government is irrelevant. I hope that the population of Egypt, on Egyptian time, on Egyptian soil, does an Egyptian thing for the Egyptian history, just like the Americans did on American time, on American history, for the American Civil War, to solve an American question.
Well, I think President Obama is in a no-win situation at this point, and it's not entirely his fault, of course, because our policies in propping up repressive regimes around the world goes back 20, 30 years. And so now, I think in a way, we're seeing how this is playing out, and I think he should put some diplomatic pressure for democracy, for democratic processes to take place, and certainly not for protesters to be, repressed violently. So I hope he puts that kind of pressure on Egyptian authorities and stops with the military side of it, the military aid to these repressive regimes.
We are one in the movement for better tomorrow.
What's the impact going to be on the whole Arab world?
Oh, tremendous. I mean, Egypt is the leading nation in the Arab world, and whatever happens in Egypt, that will be the dominoes effect. But Tunisia, it happens, it's a very small country, but it started the lead, and probably the Egyptians said, wow, Tunisia took our role, and now we have to wake up and do it right, so affect everybody else and the rest. Not only in the Arab world, but here too, because Obama lied to us. He didn't bring the change that we need. and the change should take its course after we watch those young men and women in the Arab world that are doing the real change that the human being strive for. It's the human rights that interrelated to the rest of the world.
Convey the following important message to President Obama and Secretary of State Clinton. Dear President Obama and Secretary Clinton, we urge you to more forcefully support the democratic aspirations of the Egyptian people. The Mubarak regime thugs, and I repeat thugs, continue to attack Egyptian demonstrators using live bullets and Molotov cocktails. The U.S. government has tremendous leverage over the Mubarak regime and even more leverage over the Egyptian military establishment. In effect, the U.S. taxpayer pays much of the salaries of the Egyptian military. While the Egyptian military is not attacking the demonstrators at this time, it is not really neutral, because it is allowing the Mubarak regime thugs to attack the demonstrators without intervening. U.S. taxpayer money should not be used to quash peaceful pro-democracy demonstrators. We urge you to use your leverage now to send a clear message to the Egyptian military establishment to support and protect their own Egyptian people in their peaceful, lawful efforts demanding an end to dictatorship. This began as and continues to be a popular uprising by the youth of Egypt for the benefit of all Egyptians. We ask you to call for the military to intervene with its full force to prevent violence against these peaceful demonstrators, demanding democratic change and human dignity for all. Thank you. Years.
We've been prisoners 30 years.
Mubarak, it's time to go.
Mubarak, time to go.
We don't want you anymore.
We don't want you anymore.
Young men would be shot by
young people die every day.
Young people, over 5,000 been injured.
الشباب بتموت ضحية
من حكومة البلطجية
من حكومة البلطجية
يا مبارك يا خسيس
يا مبارك يا خسيس
دم المصري مش رخيص
دم المصري مش رخيص.
Egypt, other countries into the protest against the U.S. occupations of Iraq and Afghanistan.
Well, this is one more case of United States' long support of a very repressive regime, and I think it's clear, even in very sort of middle of the road media, it's been clear that that Mubarak has been brutal and repressive, that there are serious problems in Egypt that he has not addressed, that our support has not been of the Egyptian people, but...
This place 5 million people. And as a result, we got 3 million of widows and 5 million of orphans to change regime. And yet, democracy is not there. It's not there. The election in Iraq took place in March 7th of 2010. But it took those corrupted government in Iraq, well, it's not government, the politicians that are assigned by the US, over 8 months to form a phony government, which consists of 43 ministers that the Iraq doesn't need. Iraq needs to be rebuilt. Of the new era is coming in the Arab world. And if it once that area called Holy Land because the people figured out long time ago how to live together, how to embrace each other, how to represent the manifest of unity. And we should realize that's happening now again.
This revolution is really changed a lot of borders between people, and it's not about borders anymore. And I think if any two countries you want to live together in this century, it's not by building high wall. We have a history of more than 2,000 years of Christian and Jewish and Muslim, they are living together. And this history should talk about itself.
I am here to support Egyptian people.
What nationality are you?
Egyptian.
Egyptian. Okay, thank you.
I was born in Egypt, but I am an American, and I am proud to be an American.
200 years ago or more, they kicked the British colonialism out and brought a new system of liberty. Now, why doesn't the United States support, or why did they support Mubarak to stay in power for 30 years? That is un-American.
Well, today it's a great day for the Egyptian people. They're standing up and fighting for their democratic rights. And right now, the 23 of us being subpoenaed are trying for the same thing. We're standing up for our right to be in solidarity with the people of Palestine. And so we have a lot in common with the people of Egypt who want a better future for themselves, and we want the same thing.
People, we need unity. We don't need walls and borders that separate us. And we don't need interest groups to make money off of us and make our lives more and more miserable while we all live in poverty. So this is a very, very inspirational moment in the world history. And I know this is last minute notice, but there is way more people there. And there is more people there is more and bigger Muslim community in this city. At least them, like, we need to get out in the streets and show our support. I keep getting these emails from our activist friends in Egypt who wants to see demonstrations, who wants to see international support. So this is really, really important that we are out in the streets telling them that our hearts are beating strong with them. They have done this. 2 days of violence couldn't stop them. 2 days of recruited thugs, the Bataglia that people are talking about, nothing can stop them.
Just 5 years ago, the Palestinian people elected a government in Palestine, and the United States refused to deal with it. And actually the United States plotted with other countries to destroy the Palestinian people.
You don't know Arabic, probably somebody next to you will translate. Okay, it's easy, couple of words, okay? Masri, Masri, Tahya, Mas. Masri, Masri, Tahya, Mas. Masri, Masri, Tahya, Mas. Masri, Masri, Tahya, Mas. Yimshi Mubarak, Tahya, Mas. Yimshi Mubarak, Tahya, Mas. Yimshi Mubarak, Tahya, Mas.
Are you having fun today?
Yeah. So